What's happening, guys, and thanks for tuning in. And in this video, I'm actually playing Rescue Mode in Battlefield Hardline. Now, Rescue Mode was not meant to be in the beta. There was meant to be Heist, Conquest, and then Hotwire. But for some reason, some servers started appearing with Rescue Mode on them. And the server that I played on quickly went down, but I managed to get quite a lot of footage of Rescue Mode, and this is one of the first times I've certainly been able to play it, and it's listed as one of the competitive game modes for Battlefield Hardline, so it's certainly something that I had some interest in. And I will say off the bat, it's better than I thought it was going to be. I'll say that much. Now, think of the game mode like this. It is limited to 5 players versus 5 players. That's the maximum on this game mode. I'm sure you could play it with more if you really wanted to, but that's what it's designed for. So you have your team of criminals and your team of cops. As always, the criminals have 2 hostages that they're holding. For whatever reason, they just kidnap some people. You get the gist of it. They're in 2 set locations, and the cops have to get to these hostages and hold E on them, essentially, which unties them, and carry them to a rescue point. They only need to capture 1 to win the round. Criminals need to stop them. The other way you can win is by eliminating the entire enemy team as well. Now, this game mode has been around in a long time in various guises. It's been around in Counter-Strike for, I can't even remember how many years. And I wasn't really quite sure how it was going to work in Hardline. But what I played it for probably just over an hour. And I enjoyed it, actually. I kind of enjoyed it. It kind of did need some tactical elements to it. And I'll tell you why. Because on the bank level that you saw first, you go through the main entrance of the bank, and the hostages are upstairs, and there's a stairs right at the back that you've got to go up. The problem is that is the only way up to that level. Now, normally on this level, you'd be able to go through the vaults and things like that, but you can't. It's closed off. So what you have to do, really, to give an element of surprise, is to go via the roof. That's the only real way you can do it. Otherwise, you're just going to be blatantly obvious. They're just going to be sat at the top of the stairs, and they just mow you down as you come through the front. So you have to kind of use your grappling hooks and go up to the roof and try and enter through, you know, some of the other doors. Maybe you could go across to the car park and you could set a zip line into the top windows and, you know, Michael Bay your way in or whatever. So in that respect, it does kind of lend some different ways of playing the game. Now, competitive game mode, I'm not sure. To tell you the truth, I'm going to have to play more of it on different levels. As you can see in this video, I played it on the bank level. I also played it on downtown, and I played it on Dust Bowl. And to be honest, Dust Bowl was quite good as well. That was because it's quite an open level, and the hostages are in 2 of the garages. And there's not much verticality on that level like there is on some of the others, but I enjoyed that one. Then thirdly, we played downtown. And downtown differed for the fact that the hostages were quite close together. They were at the bottom of the bank building, but the difference is that you could go up to the top of the other buildings, and you could zip line onto the roof. You could potentially zip line, well, wherever you wanted. I mean, you could change that. The only problem with that is if you zip line to the roof and you come down the elevators, as soon as you get to the bottom, it goes bing, and the enemies know exactly where you are, and they can just shoot you in the face. But if you did that together with, you know, an entrance on one of the other doors, then maybe that would be plausible. But there's not a lot to work with in that sense. I mean, if you were defending that area, you would just have somebody on each of the doors and somebody watching the elevators. And barring a miracle, they really shouldn't get in. But overall, I enjoyed what I played. I think maybe it can be tweaked as time goes on, you know. These sort of things can be tweaked. As more competitive players played it, they could say, oh, actually, yeah, maybe let's do this, let's change that. So there's an area where we can look into this, but I enjoyed what I played of it. Now, I'm just going to leave the footage run in the background so you can see the rest of the footage that I've got of the other maps, and let me know what you think. And as always, guys, I'll catch you next time.
Negotiating for escape. Command wants them stopped. Time to free those hostages. Lounge.
Over in the plaza!
We need you over here, officer.
Suspect eliminated!
There's only one suspect left.
Suspect neutralized!
All units, officer untying the hostage. Well done. We have a hostage. Cover officer.
The cops are about to start kicking down doors. Keep the hostages secure until I can negotiate an escape.
Can't fucking move! Get him off me! I got that one! Shut up!
Stop the goddamn cops from rescuing the goddamn hostages! Cops are escorting a hostage.
Took him out!
Stop them now! It's
All units in the vicinity, you're going in. All hostages to be freed. All suspects to be engaged.
You'll make it! Took out our suspect!
the interrogation is over. We have their positions.
All units, new orders. Rush the location, free the hostages. Good luck. Going up. Lounge.
Zipline in place!
Going down. Lobby. Only one suspect
I got
remains
him.
at large. Officer untying a hostage. He could use some backup.